Now, what if we told you this Halloween you could have a pumpkin that would last forever and you could avoid all that mess of carving it?
I'd say I don't believe you. But that is exactly what you can get at the Pumpkin Fiesta because they're made out of glass. John, Peter, Wilhite, and Nan Charif are here to tell us about this unique opportunity. So can you tell us, or welcome, and can you tell us about these beautiful pumpkins and how we can get one?
Yeah, thanks for having us. So these are examples of pumpkins that we'll have for sale at the school this weekend. This is an annual event we do every year, our first fundraiser of the year. Sonoran Glass School is a nonprofit school committed to educating our community about the glass arts. And so we'll have these available and a large selection of them, as well as people like to come in and make their own. They'll have the opportunity to come in, work with our instructors, and design their own.
Wow. That is so great. And I know we have a couple of different sizes, colors, and shapes and everything. When you go to make your own, can you kind of be creative and go with something different? We're showing the teeny tiny one.
Yeah. Yeah, you pretty much can. I mean, the limitations sometimes just may be in color choices and stuff like that. But yes, you'll get to work with that instructor. They'll help you think about the color you want to do. They'll help you based on designs that you see, say, great, so you want one that is a little squatter, you want your stem a little longer, and they'll work with that individual to create that.
So how hard is it to blow your own pumpkin out of glass?
There's a learning curve.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think, like, I remember taking a class when I was younger, but we did the teeny tiny ones. I can't imagine one of these big ones. I mean, you're really using all of your lung power.
You do use a lot of lung power, and the instructor, the nice thing about when you do your own, the instructor helps a lot, so you're going to end up with a very good pumpkin. If you went in there and just tried to do your own, there's a learning curve, definitely, with working with glass. But
it'd be a little lumpy.
Yeah, there's a learning curve. But because the instructors help you so well, you come out with a good pumpkin. They're really pretty.
Can you tell us a little bit about some of the pieces on the table here and kind of I know you were telling just our production crew during the commercials and they were so interested.
Yeah. So the one that we have here, this one is a pumpkin that was made using marinis. And the way they make the marinis is it's a cane that they make. So they put the glass together, it's on the end of a rod, and then they stretch that glass out as far as they can to make the cane as long as they possibly can. Then at that point, they go back to that cane and they slice it. So what you see here are these individual slices that were then put together in a pattern and then rolled up.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
This one is a stenciled piece, and Nan knows this one a little bit better, so maybe you'll talk about this one.
Well, this is a stencil that they did with what we call frit, which is powdered glass or very small pieces of crushed glass, and they put it on a stencil so that as they had the big gather, we call a glob of glass a gather, heated up very hot, they rolled it on to acquire that stencil. This is a silver type of glass, so there's a reduction process that happens in the kiln that brings out that real silver kind of color to it.
That one's stunning.
And then some of the other ones you see that have color in them, but it's flexicolors, those are done with frit. So they use a variety of color of frit that they roll up, and it's the same process where they will roll it up in the glass and then blow it out.
Now, we have everything from the teeny tiny one up front all the way up to some of these that seem like they had a lot of extensive work done to them. What price range are we kind of looking at?
So the price range will start as low as $30 and go up from there. Because when you come to the school, you'll also see that we do have the great pumpkin that we've kept hidden from everyone, so that one will be out.
Oh, it's the big reveal.
Yeah, so there'll be a lot of different ones that people will get to see. And we stepped out of our box a little bit this year, and we're making them a little bit different, so I think a lot of people will be really excited when they come to the school to see the different varieties that we put together.
I want to display them differently this year also with a pumpkin patch with bales of hay instead of just having them out on tables. So we're going to really have more of a fall feel to everything.
So you really are like pumpkin picking.
Yes, literally they get to go pumpkin picking in the patch,
And I keep seeing popping up on Pinterest and BuzzFeed and everything like that is like how to upscale your Halloween. You know, just the jack-o'-lanterns, it's like painting the pumpkins, and I could see these glass pumpkins being in any, adult house or on that one display so they can feel like an adult in the house, and it would beautify anyone's Halloween or even fall, just the fall season.
Well, and the other great thing about the pumpkins is there are a lot of collectors that are in town that do this, and they actually leave them out all year. And they shift them around. They become a part of the person's decor. So I know even in my house, we have so many different colors that we change them based on the seasons. So we had our summer season, which were our red, white, and blue ones from July, and now I'm in my fall seasons, which are the orange, the blacks, and that type of thing.
Now, beyond the Pumpkin Fiesta, if people want to learn just more about glass blowing in general, how can they get that, or can they get that?
They can. So if they are at the Pumpkin Fiesta this weekend, there'll be a number of us on staff or board members who can answer questions, talk about how they get signed up for a class or get involved with us. They can also go to our website, which is sonoranglass.org. And they should also feel free to call the school, 884-7814, and we'll answer any questions. We get a lot of people that just call because they want general information about how do I get started, because it's very different than other art mediums, and there are a lot of questions that people have.
Yeah, thank you both so much for coming and for bringing these beautiful pieces for us to enjoy. And as we were saying, the 8th annual Pumpkin Fiesta will take place this Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can participate in the Make Your Own Pumpkin experience to create a one-of-a-kind decoration. Pre-made pumpkins will be on sale too, so for more information, you can call 884-7814 or visit sonoranglass.org.